Hello and welcome to the mothership. How are all my babies doing out there today? Thank you for joining us. This is going to be a kind of like a quick shout out, pickup, mail call video. But so let's get stuck in right into it. First of all, let's give a shout out to. Will this focus? Let's give a shout out to Wisdom's Hermit. Okay. She is an artist, and I would also say motivational speaker here in my local area. I met her the other day, fortuitously, and shout out to you, young lady. You are a gifted and talented person, and you are beautiful. In here, in the squishy parts inside where it counts. So anyway, an honor and a pleasure to meet you. And everybody, if you're on Instagram or if you're on TikTok, give Wisdom's Hermit a follow and tell her that Laxivrak sent you. The goofy guy that she talked to at Home Depot. All right. So y'all do that for me. All right. And she's cool. She's nice. She's a nice person. So anyway, shout out. I don't do a lot of shout outs, but. And the rest of y'all who I love, you know who you are. You know who you are. So anyway, so that was part one, shout out video. Part two. And I was over at somewhere, I guess Walmart, for no reason except that I wanted to walk down the clearance aisle. And I saw a bunch of shit that, I don't know, I didn't make no video or whatever, you guys, because I don't even know. But they had a lot of cool shit, and of course I saw like $100 worth of shit I wanted right off the bat. I was like, oh, Mossman, Revelations Mossman, yep, I want that one. And I was like, oh, Original Superheroes line, okay, but the Ming, the green one with the second head, awesome. I wanted to buy that. Anyway, I put all that down. And because that's what I do. I like to walk through the store and I like to grab everything and be like, ooh, I'm going to buy this, and then I go put it all down. And then usually I leave. But this time I put it all down, and instead of leaving, I said, you know what, I'm going to go look over here so I bought my kids some cool shit. They have plenty of shit. They don't need any more shit, but nobody buys them the shit that I think they should have. So I observe what everybody's gotten them, and I go, okay. And then Dad goes to the store and gets some cool ass shit. I mean, they got some really cool shit, but I'm saying, like, it takes Dad to get them some Nerf guns and remote control fucking truck that's good enough to use outside, but simple enough that a 2-year-old can still work it. My fucking kid's gonna be the greatest getaway driver ever, by the way. He'll probably go much further than getaway driver. Anyway, so pickup! Here's a quick pickup. I ended up putting everything down. I bought my kids some Nerf guns and some... What's that called? I don't remember now. Oh, remote control cars. But look, I'm not even So Blue Harvest Mark and Yorkshire Media Mark and Yorkshire Lad Wayne and... I'm trying to think. I know that there's a few more, but those are the guys that pop out in my head when we talk about, like, oh, and Gilster, of course. And I know there's others, but, like, when we talk about, like, Hot Wheels or Corgi and shit like that, I've never been into these my whole life. Never, even as a kid. Like, I think I had a couple, but they were the same way that I had maybe one or two, and they were for display purposes, and I put them on a shelf. But so I was walking through there, and I saw this 1957 Chevy Suburban, and I said, because I'm a Suburban man. I love Chevy Suburbans. That's my shit, you guys. This is by Jada. We might open this on another episode, but we're not going to open this now. But I do want to say something to Jada. This is not a Suburban, by the way. This is a panel truck. They called them panel trucks or delivery trucks. See how there's no windows on the sides? A Suburban actually has windows, okay? That's like... I mean, you real car guys know, right? Like a panel van and a Suburban are really the same thing. It's just if they have windows or not, okay? Now, we don't have panel truck. We don't have panel trucks anymore, really. We just have vans. And I guess that's because the difference between a panel truck and a van is like the engine is up here like a truck versus the body being shifted forward and you sitting on most of the motor and shit in a van. I guess. I don't know. But yeah, 57 Chevy Suburban. It's really a panel truck though. And you know, and the other thing I think is kind of strange is if you look at the back of this, like, I don't know, I have to look. But in 57, I don't know if they had a clamshell back. Y'all know what that means, right? Like all trucks, all Suburbans and shit now open like this. They have a window that opens, and then they have a tailgate that opens, right? That's called the clam on a fucking vehicle. So that's called a clamshell. But in 57, I don't think they had that, y'all. I think everything was cargo doors, which is better, where you open it like an ambulance. Anyway, when I was 14 years old, my dad bought a 1948 GMC Suburban. And between the ages of 14 and 16, off and on, I helped my dad work on it, and it was beautiful, and it was amazing, and I should have put more. I don't know, I wasn't as interested in it as I should have been. I just wanted to be in the woods. You know, fucking. And I should have put more effort into learning shit from because my dad is a master. My dad is not a jack of all trades, master of none. My dad is a master at everything he's ever fucking tried in his entire life. And he's like a real John Wayne cowboy. That motherfucker has been everything his whole life. He has been everything. Like, you want to talk about an actual cowboy astronaut millionaire? Though I don't think he's a millionaire. But you want to talk about a real cowboy astronaut? Lack's dad. Do you think this is a product of fucking normal people? No. Y'all should fucking meet Lack's fucking dad. But anyway, he's the fucking greatest everything that's ever happened ever. And like, I'm not just saying that because he's my dad. I know everybody's dad is the toughest, but like, I don't know, bro. I can show you my father's resume, okay? Like, it's not just me saying it. It's fucking unreal. Big shoes to fill. It ain't easy being his son. I mean, I'm just saying it's big shoes to fill. But look at this. 57 Chevy Suburban! Fuck, man, I like Suburbans. Those are cool. I currently own a 1999 3/4 ton Chevy Suburban. I currently own a 2002 half-ton Chevy Suburban. Now, look, the 99's got the 350 in it. They say 5.7 liter now, but it's a 350 cubic inch, the 350 Chevy. Now, my 02 Suburban, it's got the 327. What do they call that? 5.3 liter? But it's still four-wheel drive. It's a Z71. So, and then I bought my old lady, what year is that? 2016 Yukon XL, which is a fucking Suburban. It's a Suburban, but it's two-wheel drive. You know, two-wheel drive half-ton. But man, man. There's only a few years of Suburban you gotta watch out for, but all that shit can be fixed fairly easy. So anyway, we did a shout out, we did a quick pickup, and now I want to do this unboxing. I'm looking at the thing over here. Sorry. Let's do this unboxing mail call. Shout out to Duffman's Dioramas and to Dave at Dave's Dimension. And this is probably why you're here, right? Because in the main part of the title, I'm putting Toys for Tots. Thank you, Dave. Thank you, Duffman. Thank you to everyone in the community who actually made that a possible thing, you know. It's cool, you know. And I'm taking so they had the drawing stream, and I was there at the drawing stream. Is that what they call it? I was there for quite a while, and I don't know what happened, but I do remember I had to leave. Something, I don't know what it was, but I remember I had to leave, and I know that I said, hey guys, I got it, because I usually try to do that, y'all. I usually try to say, hey, I gotta go. Because I feel, in chats, I don't know what everybody else's decorum is, but here's my thing. If I leave and I didn't say I left, and then somebody says something to me, well, sometimes people get ass hurt that they think people aren't talking to them. Well, sometimes there's a lot of people in the chat, and sometimes motherfuckers leave and you don't know it. So I feel like if I say, hey y'all, I gotta go, I love and respect everyone here. That way, at least when somebody shows up, when somebody else shows up after me and they see that I did comment, they'll be like, Lack, what are you doing, man? How you doing? And then Lack won't answer, and then they'll be like, what the fuck's wrong with Lack? But then somebody can say, oh no, dude, Lack had to leave, so don't worry. See, I'm just saying, I'm trying to cover my bases. It's like when you, I told somebody the other day, I was like, hey, don't do that. And they were, or I can't remember what I said. I didn't tell them not to do something, but I told them, like, this paint, I don't remember what I said, but I said, this paint is wet, don't touch it. And they said, I know. And I said, okay, that's fine, but my point is that if I didn't tell you, this paint is wet, don't touch it, and you touched it, then it's my fault. Because I didn't fucking tell you. Do you dig what I'm saying? Like, I don't think you are stupid and you can't see that the paint's wet, but, like, I'm just saying I'm covering my ass. I'm telling you, don't touch that, it's hot. Now, if you touch that and you go, oh my God, it's hot, I can go, oh, yeah, I told you that. So, anyway, maybe it's conceited. I don't know what it is. I think it's communication. This package has been received from another dimension. A dimension of Dave's. So let's open this bad boy up. We have our French Winos World War II veteran knife, Opinel, I don't remember. I don't really know how to say that. You can see that I'm not employing the lock mechanism, but I will now. There. So, let's see what's going on here. Woo! You can just hear how fucking sharp that is. So yeah, see this lock? You twist this, and then you can fold it. What? It's like a $12 knife, you guys. There's no reason why. This is one of those things that you buy by the case and you send them to all your friends for Christmas, okay? Does that make sense? I mean, are y'all from that generation? I don't know. I mean, I know y'all are. I don't know. I mean, I'm a lot younger than a lot of you guys, but I was raised by old people in an old place with old traditional ways. And so that's why I refer to a lot of people as kids. Because there are motherfuckers out there who are 65 years old, but, like, they still act like a kid to me. You know what I mean? Like, they wouldn't make it where I came from. You know what I mean? I tell people all the time, like, motherfucker, you'd never make it on the Oregon Trail. You'd be one of the first dead motherfuckers. You know what I mean? Look at this, you guys. Mac! Thank you for supporting Toys for Tots. You rock. No. You rock. Dave's Dimension and Duffman Diorama. Look at that. Well, thank you. Thank you to everybody for supporting that. That was very cool. We do cool shit in our community. You got the Toys for Tots thing. You got the Blue Harvest Secret Santa, which of course is not, charitable. But I'm just saying it's real community activities. It reminds me of the Village. Like in the Village, we still do that shit. We have fucking cakewalks and fucking the whole village shows up at the hall for dinner on Christmas and Thanksgiving and da-da-da-da-da-da-da, So, amazing. We are family. I got all my nerds hanging out with me. So, oh shit, I won this? No, I won this. I had to leave the stream early, and then Dave messaged me and he said, hey man, I'm just getting your thing that you won packaged up. And I pretty sure I told him I was like, I won something? Because I swear to God, I didn't know I won this. Wow. This is kind of cool. You know what the cool thing about this is? This is something I would never buy myself. I would never buy myself this. For whatever reason. I don't even know why. But the community is getting me in. The community is teaching me to have love for shit that, not for shit, but, the community is teaching me to appreciate things differently, I think. And I think that's really cool. I know y'all want me to show you what this is. But it's the same thing with this. Without the Yorkshire connection and Gilster loving and always talking to me about corgis and Hot Wheels and stuff, I would have never seen that and been like, oh man, 57 Chevy Suburban, I love those. So I'm just saying, I just recently got back into the X-Men, and I picked up this fucker, and I picked up this fucker. Now this is 94 vintage, this cable, and then this is brand new $7 dollar store bullshit. Oh, and here's a Darth Vader. I made this. You guys like that? Vader time. And then right here is a, oh my god, right here is a, that's kind of hard to see, but that's Rick and Morty. Thank you to Sticker Mule, Super John. Anybody else who wants to send me their channel sticker? You could get advertised right in this area. If you want to be a part of this fucking cool-ass club. If you want to be a part of this cool-ass club, look at these two heavy hitters. Look, tag team champions of the world right here. Would you fuck with these two motherfuckers? I wouldn't. But yeah, hey. Y'all, and remember, no matter what you do, we always preach defiance. Anyway, oh yeah, you can see it. Look. It's a fucking RoboCop. That's so amazing. I can't believe I won this. I didn't even know I won this. Part man, part machine, all pig. Cop, all cop, all cop. Eric Foreman's fucking dad was in this. I thought that was what was the coolest. Eric Foreman's dad was in this. Remember, he was the bad guy. Look at this. Look at this. I can't believe I won this. RoboCop. That is so cool. Now, I know the glare is probably going to be bad, but I'm just going to show you it for a second. At whatever angle we can, maybe like that. Show you this picture. The light is just not right in here this morning. But y'all probably have seen this though, right? I've seen it, but I never opened it. I just saw it like this. I was like, wow, holy shit. And then this is NECA. Yeah. Dude, you NECA motherfuckers are fucking awesome, you guys. NECA, if y'all get tired of the review spot, who does good reviews or whatever, but like, if y'all ever want to go like a more personal, fucking crazy Bushman guy, like, y'all talk to me. I love y'all's stuff. And like, I can do a serious review like the review spot if that's really what you need. But like, if you want a real motherfucker telling people how cool your shit is because they believe in it, like, I'll be that guy for you guys. Everybody tells me NECA is fragile and everything, and like, I don't know. I haven't had that experience. I just moved my one fan, but I had a Phantom right here, and he fell from here to the floor. Bang! And it was cold in here. And when I saw him on the floor, I just thought of everybody, like, saying all this shit about NECA. I'm like, he was fine. He's totally fine. So, I don't know. I also, in my little bit of research, it seems like this, whatever people's problems are, was obviously like a certain time frame. And like, I've worked in many manufacturing facilities, and like, that happens. You get a bad run of something, you get a whatever, and then 10,000 units that were all made between this date and this date have a faulty whatever. And I don't know, maybe that's what NECA, because I tell you what, Like, I've never heard of anybody saying that the Defenders of the Earth, none of these figures, Defenders of the Earth or original superheroes, I've never heard anybody say that those break. I've never heard anybody say that those break. You know, but like the Gremlins are obviously fucking delicate. And like, also the Gremlins' legs and stuff are real spindly, like so I don't know if it's NECA's fault, that's all I'm saying. I think so. I broke shit. I'm a ham-handed motherfucker. I'm just saying, I don't know if it's all their fault. Because I fucking think NECA's badass, you motherfuckers. Dave's Dimension. Hey, everybody. Lobot, Rozav, Gwaz, Gilster, Paul, JD, Brett, Mark, fucking Master Maniacs Mexico, Wisdom's Hermit, fucking RoboCop, Duffman's Dioramas, fucking G-Force, Mark. There's 3 more. I know 3 Marks. Is there another one? You got Yorkshire Media Mark. You got Blue Harvest Mark. You got Shabby Geek Mark. Anybody else's name Mark? I don't know. Mark, and Mark. That's cool. Yorkshire Lad Wayne. Just all you guys. Fucking... You guys all fucking rock, man. Sharon's Pops and Plants. This is so cool. This has been 20 minutes. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm just kind of waffling. Hey, God bless us, everyone. You know what I'm saying? Peace on earth and goodwill to all peoples. All peoples. That's what natives say. All you peoples. That's why I get mad when people say, oh, you can't say you peoples, because you guys have obviously never fucking hung out on the res or in the fucking village, because that's how Indians talk. That's how Big Chief Indians talk. They say, all you peoples, now you listen. I tell you what I think. So, it's fucking human beings. Wow, this is fucking cool. I forgot that he was a Detroit cop. That makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? Where did Detroit get the money to do this? This was obviously federally funded, right? Come on. This was obviously a federally funded project, right? Because Detroit doesn't have any fucking money to do this. Or maybe they did have... Oh, maybe Detroit had money in 1984, but then this happened. And then now it's the fucking... You know? Marion Barry. I don't think that was in Detroit, obviously, but you know what I'm saying. Includes Auto 9, Cobra Assault Cannon, Data Spike Right Hand, Blast Effect, and interchangeable heads. This is so cool. Appreciate you guys, okay? We're going to, I don't know, maybe we're going to expand the shelf, but, oh, look, you can see to there. I'm rearranging some stuff. I got a lot of shit going on. But we're going to put this fucking RoboCop, because we're not going to open him right now. We're not going to open this right now. We're going to keep this like it is. And we're going to nestle him up there and the rest of those unopened, actually mostly NECA. That's a Defenders of the Earth. NECA Ming, an original superheroes Phantom, a by NECA, a NECA Golden Girls, another NECA Phantom, and then a Black Series Spirit of Obi-Wan. So, like, apparently Lack's becoming a NECA fucking collector, because I have 5 NECA toys that are unrelated. Except, well, I guess those ones are, but you know what I'm saying. Very cool. Oh, that was a terrible clap. Let me do a better one. Hold on. Yeah! Yeah! I'm a professional clapper. Did y'all know that? It's all about how you hit. It doesn't even have to be hard. It has to be the correct spots, and you can get a good one. I'm sure some sort of like Mr. Miyagi can tell you that, right? This has gone on long enough, you guys. I'm sorry. Shout out to everybody. Thank you to Dave's Dimension and Duffman's Dioramas. Toys for Tots. Everyone who was involved with this, you all rock. Lack is not the hardest rocking motherfucker in our community, okay? Lack might be the craziest or whatever, but there's some beautiful people out there, and I appreciate being a part of y'all's community. and I appreciate the openness and the acceptingness in which you let me inside. No, I mean that, for real. Also, quick shout out, if you've made it to the 25-minute mark, y'all go over to the Sarlacc Digest. If you guys like to talk Star Wars theories, Rick at Left Coast maybe, Brett with Collecting with Cool, I know there's a couple other you guys, but you two are the one that pop out, you know. But like, if you guys, anybody else, if y'all like to talk, you know, discuss the shows and theories, and oh, did you see that guy in the background? Y'all got to start checking out the Sarlacc Digest. Okay, they stream late at night. Most people could probably handle it. They don't overlap with anybody that we know, that I know that we know. So check them out. The Sarlacc Digest. That's brought to you by Scott Solo, Bootleg Joe, my brother Bootleg Joe, Grand Admiral Franz, and Darth Moocher. You can find all those guys on most all social medias. They're cool guys. Bootleg Joe, love you, brother. So anyway, this has been General Lack Sivrak. I'm going to try to make sure to tag everybody I fucking said in this video, but we'll see what happens. Alright. This is General Lack Sivrak saying, Anabasi Stop.